Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is David Hodge, active NGO warrior, representing Master Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals. This is wartime. This is also another segment of the Fire Zone podcast, Mind Reconstruction. Today my topic is going to be about violence and how violence is increasing. But before I start my topic, I'd like to remind my people about the Holocaust, which they whitewash as slavery and call it critical race theory, which they're saying that our experience here in America is just a theory, something that could have happened, something that might have happened, something made up. It could have, could not have. Who knows if it happened? It sounds good. So it's a theory, right? That's what they're saying. So I'm here to say, no, that's not what happened. We didn't go through slavery. We went through horror. We went through torture, people. What we went through was worse than anything that anybody went through in the entire world. The little Holocaust that these people went through was nothing compared to what we went through and what we continue to go through, people. And slavery is not a good definition of what happened to us, people. That is just the economic side of it. That's just profit. That's just 100% profit for slave labor. That's just 1%. That's just a small portion of what we went through. Slavery does not entail what we went through, because the definition of slavery is just a state of being in bondage. You're just a slave. You're enslaved. It doesn't say anything about our experience, our physical experience. It's just saying that we was enslaved here, imprisoned here. We were servitude. We was in chains, feeders around our necks, and shackles on our feet. We had we lacked freedom, liberty, justice, equality, things of that nature. The practice of a system of owning slaves, a condition compared to that a slave in respect of exhausting labor or restricted freedom means hard labor, grind. They wore us out. They wore us out for the benefit of themselves. But that was not what we went through. What we went through was a two-part deal. It said in the Abrahamic covenant that we would serve and be afflicted. So they need to add both parts to what happened to us. So not only did we go through slavery, we went through the Holocaust. It was horror. It was terrible. It was terrific. Do you understand? These people hid what they did to us to make us forget about our experience here, so we can forget about Massa and them and his children benefiting off our horror, off our misery, and to not hold them accountable for their actions, so they won't be responsible for judgment. So they can basically escape judgment. They want to escape judgment for the things that for the things that their forefathers, their ancestors did to us, and they're benefiting off the fruits of their labor. They're benefiting off that. They're benefiting off our torment, people. We were murdered. We were killed. We were sodomized. We were castrated. We was hung, starved. We was peeled alive, cooked. They boiled, fried, roasted, grilled us. They made us unrecognizable, people. They They disemboweled us. These people did experiments on us. They experimented on us without anesthesia. So we felt every inch of pain when they was digging in our bodies. They ripped our women's stomachs open while they was pregnant and stomped the babies out. They fed babies to gators. They cut our heads off and played nigger ball, whatever they want to call it. They was shooting our head in physical hoops. And we got people out here playing today and not knowing the history of where these games come from, people. These people are sick. These people are beasts. These people are monsters, but they claim to be angels. They claim to be angels of God. They claim to ride with Jesus. Well, from your history, this doesn't seem like the work of Jesus. This is not Jesus-like. These acts are the work of Satan. And they blame us for how we're acting today because we don't know the history of these people's actions and what they've done to us. Our people don't know about these things. Our people don't know that our people, the extent of what happened to us during the Holocaust. Because you have a lot of masses, children, black-faced children, not telling you about these things because it's in their nature to not tell you about these things because they have the same mindset as their devil father, their Caucasian father. So they're going to root in his favor. They want to get closer to Massa. So they're going to tell you that we came here on a visa and that we came over here and enslaved ourselves because we were savages. We were uneducated savages that were evil, that needed to go through slavery, that needed to be enslaved, to be tamed, to be conditioned and programmed to be civilized, which is a lie. The same religions, the same religion that a lot of our black people are victim to is the same religion that enslaved our people, Christianity. And a lot of our people don't know that we did not come here as Christians. Christians didn't even exist. Christians only existed, I say, over 500 years or so. It's really new, you know. Christianity hasn't been around long. We've been on this planet for 76 trillion years, people. We did not come here Christians. And why would you want to be a part of an establishment or a religion that enslaved you, stripped you of all knowledge, stripped you away from your children, raped your wife, made them have their demons, their black-faced children, their half-man, half-demons, raped your children, sodomized you, castrated you, snipped you up. And when you were sick, called the vet instead of calling an actual doctor because they considered you less than an animal. They didn't consider you a human at all, and they barely wanted to consider you as an animal because they love their animals. So they wanted to consider you less than dirt. We did not come here as Christians, people. So they sold you that dream. They beat that into you during the process of the Holocaust to gain control over your mind. Because, yeah, we're no longer in physical shackles, chains, and we're no longer in the born house, the slave homes, or in the, we're no longer on the plantation, the physical plantation, but we are on the open plantation now. And it is a modern day slavery, Holocaust. They still killing us. They're still depopulating us. They're still miseducating us. They're still sticking us in certain environments that's meant to kill us, black people. They're still putting things in our water supply, in our zip codes, that cause retardation. These people do not love us at all, people. Do you understand? These These demons got you believing that these people love us. They children, they black-faced demons. You think that these people love us because these demons love them. And they're telling you the greatness that these people have done for us, or they want equality. They want equality here in America because this is their nature. And they don't understand why they're being treated this way, because they're Caucasian by nature. That means that they're devils. They don't understand. They just want their fathers to love them. So they're trying their best to gain their father's love in the process of destroying us original black people, because this is an oppressive nation. This is totally against our nature, brothers and sisters. We are righteous, disciplined people by nature. And we do not, the way that this corporation here functions, they function off misery and torment and torture. And we are not those type of people. But based on how things are operated here, we have no choice. And we are amongst all these devils and demons. So we are exchanging energy with these people. We are picking up on their energy. We're picking up on their thoughts. We're picking up thoughts, and we can't differentiate our thoughts from theirs. So we're acting out their thoughts, people, because we were programmed, Negro bots, programmed by massa, and made to maintain. We were maintained by massive black-faced children, the terror bots that terrorize us and make sure that we don't go outside the programming and reprogramming us. And if they can't reprogram us, then they just deactivate us. They'll just eliminate us. They'll just get rid of us, because those are the real criminals, the real killers, the real people that's out here destroying our people are these demons. These people that got us looking bad are these demons. They walk like us, talk like us, act like us, but they not us, brothers and sisters. They have masses blood. The father carries the seed. Just like an apple. If you plant an apple, you're going to get an apple. You're not going to get an orange. But they're telling you that you plant an apple seed, you're going to get an orange. That is not true. That doesn't make any logical sense, but that's what they're saying. One drip of black blood makes you black, people. Not at all. That is not true. These people are pretending to be us. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. These people are tar babies, Oreos, black on the outside, white in the inside, here to destroy us and to and make us misuse our energy, because they have us out here acting other than ourselves. And not only on top of that, they are representing us, and the way that they represent us is not the way that we act. So they have us out here looking foolish, people. They got us looking like clowns. These people are our enemies. But if you can't identify them, then you don't understand why why you hate black people so much. I hate black people too. That's how people be. I can't stand black people, because them people ain't black. It's not black on black crime. It's black. It's original blacks on demon crime. These people are against us. That's why we're feuding with them. That's why we're having disagreements with them. But they represent us in the politician world, in our communities. They act like they're in your favor, but they're not. They're pushing masses' vision, and that's what they have you doing. The Democratic Party, Democratic Party, Democratic Party. They push all the policies and programs that are against you, brothers and sisters. The 3 strike laws against you, brothers and sisters. Look at all our black men in prisons. In prison. You cannot reproduce in prison. They're trying to stop our population. Population equals power. That's what democracy is, ain't it? Democracy equals population, and population is power. They're trying to get rid of our power. And then they pushing programs like the Planned Parenthood, which is slaughterhouses for the black people. They got our women killing our babies because they're making them seem as if this is a great opportunity so you can have a better opportunity in this society and build your future. brothers and sisters. That's what they're trying to tell our women, that they're doing a justice by killing their babies so they can be successful in a world that's against themselves. So while you're on your way to go vote, you just killed a potential voter. You're killing your population, people, because you lack the knowledge of the truth. These people are against you. These people are killing our babies, 22 million and counting in the last 50 years. In that Planned Parenthood is funded by a woman who hated our guts, who was a member of the KKK society, who did not want us alive, who did not think that who didn't think it was right that we were alive, who thought it was that it was injustice, or it was not right, or we were subjected to being eliminated. She thought we were like weeds that need to be exterminated. We didn't have no place on this earth. And and they're still pushing that policy, brothers and sisters, with her name stamped on it. So you think these people love you, but they don't. These people are in Massa's house. They sleeping with Massa, trying to get closer to Massa. They're doing whatever Massa say do. And then they programmed us doing the same. Have us doing the same with our children. Have us programming our children with Christianity, with false realities, with belief matrix, with fairy tale, with parallel universes, with law of attraction, and all these things that are not the truth. They have us programming our children so they no longer have to have physical shackles and chains on us, because they have them on our minds, brothers and sisters. You do not have your right mind. You have the mind of the enemy. That was the process that we went through. That's what it took 64 years, brothers and sisters, to turn us into Kunta Kinte, to turn us from Kunta Kinte into Toby. We came here Muslims, and they broke us down in the 64 years. They broke the descendants of our ancestors down. They broke them down into Christians. They broke them down into nothing but people who thought that's all they knew was to be a slave. So all they thought were that they were cursed to be slaves forever, because this is what they was told, that they was cursed black ham to be slaves for eternity. This is what they're telling our people, that you should be ashamed to be black, because they are superior than us. And the white race was evolving, and we never evolved. They're saying that they evolved, and we didn't evolve. We were in the same categories of the apes, or whatever they want to say. That we never evolved, and we was cursed black, ugly slaves forever. So that's why our people out here not knowing what's taking place. They're involved in activities that's against themselves. We are no longer suffering from energy deprivation. That ended in 1948. We are suffering from self-imposed deprivation, which means that we are doing these things to ourselves, brothers and sisters, from the lack of knowledge. From the lack of knowledge that we're going home. From the lack of knowledge that in the process of going home, these certain events are going to take place here in America, and we need to be aware of it, because our lives are basically on the line, and we need to be aware of these events that are about to take place in the Middle East, because the world is in everything that's going on today in today's world is revolved around our covenant, brothers and sisters. Everything that is taking place is due to us. Everybody's fighting over being the true seed of Abraham. Why? Why do everybody want to be the true seed of Abraham? Why? It's because we're the blessed people. We're the ones that's going to get the inheritance, and no one wants to see us get it, because everybody else wants our pay, but didn't put the work in, didn't go through the Holocaust, didn't go through nothing, but they want to take our check. These people are sick. Everyone is against us. Everyone that is not telling you about the Abrahamic covenant, anyone that's not telling you about the abomination of desolation, the event that's going to happen, that's going to shock the world, when false Israel is taken out in the Middle East in the war with Michael and his angels versus the dragon and his angels. When they go to war in the Middle East and false Israel is taken out by Master Fard Muhammad in Iran and Syria, and they lose that war, and it sends shockwaves through the planet because these people are supposed to be the true seed of Abraham. And as the scripture says, once God puts his holy people, once God put the holy people in their place, they are never to be uprooted. Mean they are not to be removed, which means that's an abomination, means that's something that's not supposed to take place. And desolation is their destruction. So once they are destroyed, that is the indication that we are the true seed of Abraham. That is going to send people through the roof. Not only that, they know that now we are responsible for everything that's taking place in the world. We are controlling the temperature. We are controlling the weather. We're controlling things that's happening in their environments because we are rising up. Can a nation be born in a day? That's what's about to take place. We are about to give birth to a new nation. We are about to rise back up at the top. We are about to go home, brothers and sisters. We have our own place to be. Read the Abrahamic covenant. It said once we were here in this foreign land, serve and afflict these people. Serve and be afflicted by these people. After that these people would go through judgment and we would go home. And that judgment came in right on time, brothers and sisters. Not a minute late. When 2020 hit, that was the 400 years, 1619, 2019, 2020, the plague. The plague of what? COVID-19. The plague that would kill the firstborn, meaning the elderly, but pass over us. Pass over us. Who is us? Though pass over those with the lamb's blood. Who is the lamb? The lamb of God. The lamb's blood. I know who the lamb is, but for you that do not know who the lamb is our brother, Master Suleiman. Pass over those with the lamb's blood, just meaning that you had to be original. The lamb is original. He's a black man, so you had to be original. That was the apocalypse. The apocalypse was right in 2020, brothers and sisters. The revelations. They have our people thinking that we're going to heaven, thinking that we're going off into space, going off into the cloud with wings and feathers and milks and, drips of milks and honeys and staircases full of gold and ropes and strings. And man, these people playing with y'all emotions. They got y'all in the heart zone. They ain't got you thinking logical. You're not thinking mathematically. You're not thinking with your mathematical sense. You're not making things make sense. Things have to make sense, brothers and sisters. And you have your enemy's mind, brothers and sisters. So I'm here to wake you up and give you back your God mind. You have to have it. You have to have it. Once you see it, once you get your God mind, you gonna be in a total shock at first because it's a lot to take all in. But once you get that, once you receive it and see what these devils are, these demons and these beasts, these monsters, once you see them for who they truly are, and once you see what they're doing to all our people, and you see them basically have our people going against themselves every day by pushing their vision, going to their jobs, going to these entertainers, going to entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Got our people involved in all these things that's helping push masses' vision, which is against the black man and woman of America, because their vision is against us, brothers and sisters. They didn't never see you in their vision. They never included you in their vision. They didn't want to see you there. Their vision is a mechanical world because their time is up. And that's the only way that they can survive in this condition, in the pressure that's coming. Because we are in the contraction state, which means that the pressure is increasing, and they cannot withstand that pressure because they were made a weak structure to sustain in the deprivation period. And the deprivation period time is up. And the only way they can withstand that pressure now is that they get a mechanical body and a biological brain. And you're not included. They didn't include you in that. How many black people, how many original black people, not demons, how many original black people have, Corvettes or Maseratis or Bentleys or Ferraris or mansions? Or how many people own a lot of things that's of luxury, that's original? So how did you think that you was going to be able to get you a mechanical body? It's going to cost you, and you don't have any funds. So guess what? They're going to unplug you. You done. They're going to wipe us out, brothers and sisters. They don't want us here. They don't want us getting the reward for our covenant. That's what it meant by when the envier envies. He's the envy. The devil are the envy people. And once they envy us, they're about to envy us. Meaning that they don't want us to have anything. It means that they want to take what's, we didn't have anything during slavery, during the Holocaust. We didn't have anything. And they didn't want us to have nothing, not even scrap. They barely wanted us to have the scraps, but they knew we needed scraps for energy. We needed some type of consumption of some type of energy. We needed something so we can keep going, but they barely wanted us to have that. They barely wanted to give us a place to sleep. They barely wanted to supply us with anything. They just wanted to treat us. They wanted to treat us like the animals they thought we were. They didn't want us to have nothing, and now they know that we are about to get the reward of the promised land. We about to get the best part of the planet Earth. We about to reap a reward. These people are sick, man. They don't want us to have anything, brothers and sisters. So I'm just here to tell you the truth, brothers and sisters. I'm just here to tell you that you are the true seed of Abraham, and you are the blessed one, and you are rewarded, the best planet, the best part of the planet, the best part of the planet on Earth, Arabia. We have our own home, brothers and sisters. We have somewhere that we can call home. And not only that, we are about to be back at the top of the throne of power. We are about to inherit the earth. We are about to be the rulers again, brothers and sisters. Where we going, we will not be. There will be no democracy. There will be no form of government like America. We're going home, and it's going to be a meritocracy, which is based off our ability and the potential of whatever level of mathematics you have. You're going to just utilize it and do what makes you happy, brothers and sisters. It's going to be a paradise, but you have to make it a paradise. So it's based off your mind and what you produce. We're going home to exercise our creativity, brothers and sisters. It's going to be a paradise, which means you have to make it. So that's what we're going to go do, to be free, to finally be free. True freedom, justice, and equality, where we don't judge people based off what position they hold. If that's the position you like, then we need everyone. We don't shame you because you pick up trash or you have to do a certain job that's looked down on. Everybody we need people to fill the positions of things that needs to be done. Things have to be done, and someone has to do it. So we don't shame people for wanting to be a butt cell, and I'm the brain cell, but you still need your butt to sit down, don't you? So we don't do those type of things, brothers and sisters. Where we going, we don't judge each other. We don't ridicule each other. We don't criticize each other. We just live in bliss, in harmony. We live amongst each other as one body, one nation, beautiful harmony and peace, brothers and sisters. We're going home to a true paradise of bliss, a garden of bliss, brothers and sisters, something you can't even imagine. We're going to what this is just like a nightmare. This is like it's like a little nightmare compared to what we about to enjoy, brothers and sisters. We're going home to enjoy everything that we created. We're going home, brothers and sisters. That's what I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you about your second option. I'm here to tell you that you no longer have to stay in the land of your imprisonment any longer, brothers and sisters. We're going home. Anyone not telling you that is against you. They're your enemy. They're not your friends. Because if they was your friends, then they will be telling you about what I'm telling you about. That you're blessed. That you're going home. That you're about to inherit the best part of planet Earth. You finally did it, brothers and sisters. We passed the finish line, brothers and sisters, and now it's time to reap our reward. It's time to receive it, and that's what I'm here to give you. It's a free gift. Everything I'm giving you is free. I'm not charging you for it because it's yours. I just want you to have it. I want you to see it. I want you to grasp it. I want you to upload it. I want you to receive it, brothers and sisters. That's all I'm asking you. I don't want anything from you but your happiness. And I just want to see us leave out of this place, out of our imprisonment, out of this hellhole. I want to see us get out of here, brothers and sisters. That's it. So with that, I thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.